Hi everyone, my name's Declan McGlynn. Welcome to a very festive edition of Friday Forum Live, Point Blank's weekly broadcast bringing you exclusive tutorials, artist interviews and industry insight every Friday live from East London. Today we're feeling very Christmassy, so we've decided to deconstruct Paul McCartney's greatest song in Ableton Live. So today is our final FFL of 2014, which is very sad. But I'm joined by our electronic music composition instructor, Ski Oakenfull, to break apart Paul McCartney's masterpiece, Wonderful Christmas Time. We're going to deconstruct it in Ableton Live to show you how it was made. And if you want to learn more about composition and songwriting, make sure you check out our EMC courses at online.pointblanklondon.com. And remember, we are live, so get your questions and comments and compliments for the hats and outfits in the comments. Ski, happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas!
Yes, we're almost there.
Oh, I know. It's the last one. Can you believe it? Last FFL.
Oh, I think it meant last Christmas.
It's the last Christmas. Oh, we did that last year.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah, Wonderful Christmas Time. Do you like this track for a start?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's weird, isn't it? Whether you sort of say you really genuinely like a Christmas track, but I genuinely like this track.
Okay, that's a good start.
Maybe it's the electronic element to it.
Yeah.
Because a bit of background. He recorded it in 1979, mid McCartney 2 sessions.
Right.
So I think he was kind of, well, if you listen to McCartney 2, it's kind of very electronic sounding. He was like really experimenting with that kind of, with synths and drum machines and, effects and stuff. So he took time out to do it and just recorded everything by himself, which I think is amazing and just testament to what an incredible artist he is,
Yes.
Paul McCartney. And I've got do you want to see a picture of him actually
I do.
in the studio
Yes.
recording the track? Okay, I'm going to bring it up. Here we go. And we can get a lot of clues from this picture as to what he was using.
Yeah, so most people, well, I thought, you thought, someone in the comments on YouTube thought it was a Prophet 5.
Exactly. I know, that was the first thing. It's a common misconception, I think. But I don't know if anyone out there can recognise from that picture what keyboard he's playing.
CS80.
It's a CS80, yeah, exactly. I don't know what this other keyboard is. Is that a PPG, do you think? Oh, I'm not sure. I can definitely see a Moog
Too
in
early
there.
for PPG, I think.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, let's just show a picture of the classic CS80. Here we go. There it is.
Yes.
And
Absolute classic.
should we listen to what it sort of sounds like? I mean, basically, I've recreated this sound using analog
In Ableton.
in Ableton.
Okay.
And later on, we're going to look at actually programming that sound from scratch. But let's just listen to it. There it is. There's the sound. I mean, I think it's quite close.
Yeah.
I think, So yeah, this is, that's the synth he used. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down sort of the main parts of this. So what I've called the verse and the chorus section. There's this other section here. I'll tell you what I'll do. Just quickly talk about the chords, and then we'll actually kind of program some things in. So let me just bring up the chords here, and let's bring up my keyboard. There we go. So let's just talk about these first chords, which I'm calling the verse. We're in B major. 5 sharps. We were just discussing earlier, weren't we, about B majors. Not one of the easiest keys. He could have just gone one semitone up and done it in C, but
Paul.
Paul. He's
If you're watching.
But
Thanks,
he obviously felt comfortable. I'm just going to help myself actually and bring up the chords on here as well so I can see what's going on. So yeah, we're in B major, and for this verse section, it's all pedaling on this B bass, which is the tonic, first note of B major. And in the right hand, he's playing 4 different chords. This first one here, we're calling D sharp minor. We have to make sure we don't use flats. So we're not saying it's E flat minor, because we're in B major. Everything has to be a sharp. So if we play this first one here, this D sharp minor over B, we actually get effectively a B major 7, except he's not actually playing that in the right hand. And then we get the second chord here, which is G sharp minor, second inversion, again over B, and that is kind of acting like a B6. And then we have F sharp over B, which, yeah, you could call it a slash chord, F sharp major over B, or it could be like a B major 7, and then to the 1 chord, which is the B. So those are the 4 chords of the verse. And then we have the really interesting chords of the chorus, which I'll just play to you now. Beautiful. And so what we have here is a C sharp minor, an F sharp 9, D sharp minor 7, G sharp minor 9, E flat major 7, A9, and a B. Now, this last, the sort of penultimate chord, the A9, is a bit weird because if we play scale of B major and we work out the chords that are associated with B major, this is our 1 chord, 2 chord, 3 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, 7 chord, this A sharp diminished, and then back here. But this last chord here is an A chord. So this is actually going to the minor, to B minor. We call this like parallel keys. So parallel key of B major is B minor, and A would be the 7 chord of B minor.
Right.
So that's the chords.
Right.
So you can see these here. Hopefully you can kind of work out what's going on. You can play along. What I'm going to do is just kind of sketch in the beat to start off with, and then we can actually just record those in. So I'm just going to lose the chords for the moment. There we go. And no Christmas tune is complete without this sound.
Nostalgia in an instant.
I know. I mean, it conjures up images of like 100 other Christmas songs, doesn't it? But I'm gonna put this in to start off with and just kick things off. So here we go. Feeling Christmassy?
Extremely.
There we go. Now, what I'm going to put in next is he's just kind of playing along just on the kit. Very, very damped kind of sound he had. So I've just got one of the kind of standard core kits from Ableton here. So let's just put this in. There we go. So we've got that one. I'm just going to copy that over actually for the chorus section because the kick drum changes slightly for that. So let's just copy that over. There we go. Just adding a few more kick drums. Put that in. It'll all make sense in a minute. Okay, so let's record in this synth, which I played earlier. So here we go.
Yes.
It's working, yeah?
Done.
There we go. Now let's go for the chorus section. So we now have our 2 main sections.
Amazing. It's
Now-
just like such a simple track, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there are kind of, some extra elements to this tune, but just to kind of help things along, I thought I'd put a vocal in there, and I always try to look for acapellas for these deconstructions, and there was nothing at all. There was something like Paul McCartney singing it live, without any music, but I thought that's going to be impossible. So I've actually just put it in myself. I've just recorded down a vocal. Not the greatest vocally, but it'll give you sort of more of a feel for the tune. So do you want to have a listen to that?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The spirit's up. We're here tonight,
And then we go to the chorus.
and that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
I've actually forgotten something here. There's a string kind of part. Sounds like a Salinas string.
Simply
That really helps things along, doesn't it? Put that in.
time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having.
There we go. So that makes a difference, doesn't it? Let's just copy those parts over, because I actually sung down the second verse as well.
The party's on. The feeling's here. But only comes this time of year.
There we go. Now, there's a guitar part that comes in. Really kind of interesting sound to the guitar. And I've just tried to sort of mock it up. I've used Contact here, sort of straight like Strat sound and a guitar rig. So let's just play along to that. There we go. You should be able to see the notes there. Kind of quite an interesting part, isn't it? And
Yeah, it sounds cool.
yeah. And then there's a bit sort of guitar section towards the end, which is like, which kind of is really interesting as well. It's using the chorus chords, and I'll just play those two now. It's like, and it kind of stays on there. So I've actually kind of, just to speed things up, I've actually just put that in. So let's just play along to that. Just play along with this guitar part. So.
Yes.
There we go.
It's such an experimental
It's so weird,
for
isn't
a
it?
Christmas track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. So it's weird as well. It's like, it always amazes me how people record these Christmas songs in the summer. So he did this at the end of August. It's like, how did he get in the Christmas mood? I don't know.
Sleigh bells.
It's the sleigh bells.
Yeah.
It does it every time, doesn't it? So yeah, I mean they're the kind of key elements. I think what I should do now is just go through programming the synth sound.
Yes.
Because
it's a great sound.
It is such a great sound, isn't it? So I'm going to do it completely from scratch. So let's just start off with a new track. And like I mentioned, we're going to go for an analog. So there we go. And let's just... So this is just the default sound here. So we're going to start off with... We've got 2 oscillators here. And I'm just going to detune the second oscillator just up like 0.02 cents. So you already get that kind of phasing kind of effect. Shoot over to the amp section, and let's just bring up the decay and sustain right to the full. There we go. And then we're going to go over to the filter section. I'm just going to change the filter type to low pass 12 dB. And let's just increase the envelope to cutoff. There we go, to about 6.5. And take the frequency cutoff right down. And this is the one where it all starts happening, which is the resonance. So if I bring this up, there we go. I'm taking it up to
Getting
about
closer.
52%. There we go. It's up there. And then let's just work on the envelope. Filter envelope. Again, this makes a difference when the attack really makes a difference. If I just bring this up to about 12 milliseconds, you can really hear it's got a really kind of nice effect on there. Let's bring up the decay to about 2.65. Let's bring it down there. There we go. Sustain right down, and the release up a bit as well. So I think we're kind of getting there with that sound. And then just to bring out those kind of bottom notes, I'm just going to put a bit of EQ. So let's just go to audio effects. Let's go for an EQ8, and let's just boost around kind of 80 hertz. There we go. And then a bit of reverb. I just want a really short reverb, just to kind of give it some space. It's a bit too long there. Decay time, take the decay time down. And of course, the thing that makes this is the delay.
Yeah.
So I've just got a simple delay on a return here, the beat division of 2. Not too much feedback, but if I just bring up the send. So there's the sound.
Yeah.
There's the sound. So yeah, I mean that's the sort of the basic elements of the tune, and you just have to think, well, Well, I think we should pull a cracker just to sort of celebrate that.
Do we
There
have
we
to
go.
read out? Oh, I won. Yes.
You won.
Do we have to read out the joke?
Go on, read out a joke.
Because it doesn't have any jokes.
I'm thinking of doing a...
Okay, ready. Okay. What
Rude.
No. What sort of mobile phone has Santa got? Pay as you ho, ho, ho.
That's so awful.
There's a bit of trivia too, but we'll skip that. 'Cause, yeah.
Can we edit that out?
Yes.
Oh, are we live? Okay, no.
Don't worry about it.
All right. How about a remix?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? It's party season.
It's party season.
It's time to step it up.
Okay. Well, it's lucky that I've got the vocal
Party's on.
because we can use that.
The feeling.
So I think I'm going to use there's a lot of hip hop tracks actually, early hip hop tracks that actually use sleigh bells. I don't know if we can run it. We could run a little competition.
Oh, like in Run DMC.
Yeah.
Christmas in Hollis.
Yeah. I think Eric B and Rakim did a track as well, sleigh bells. So I think it can make sense in a hip hop situation. So
Sure.
yeah. So here we go. Let's just play this.
The party's on.
And
The feeling's here.
I've got a beat here.
But only comes
Some drum sound.
this time of year. The party's on.
Okay, so let's just make sure corn size is
Feeling's
on.
here.
Okay, here we go.
The party's on. The feeling's here. But only comes this time of year. The party's on.
Give it a bit of swing, maybe.
The feeling's here. But only comes
Okay,
this time of year.
let's jam down a bit of a hat with that.
The party's on. The feeling's here. But only comes this time of year. The
There we go.
party's on. The feeling's here.
What would be quite cool would be to use the sound as well, use the synth sound that we were using.
This time of year. The party.
But we're in B major, remember. We could go to the relative minor. So if we go down 3 semitones, let's just get the keyboard up. If we go down 3 semitones from B, we get G sharp minor. So we could kind of maybe take it a little bit dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what this track needs.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So.
Party's on. The feeling's here. But only comes this time
That kind of thing?
Yeah.
The party's on. The feeling's here. But only comes this time of year.
Quantize that. Maybe a bit of bass going to this as well.
But only comes this time of year. The party's on. The feeling's here. But only comes
Quantize that as well.
this time of year.
And then just get into the strings.
The feeling's here. But only comes
If anyone's DJing midnight on New Year's Eve,
Exactly.
you know what to drop.
And Paul, if you need anyone to remix any of your like early 70s tracks, then come to me. Yeah, sure. We'll put the number at the end, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. And I can't actually stop it now. Here we go.
Why would you want to stop?
Why would I want to stop it? Well, why I'd want to stop it is just so I can copy down these parts so we can listen to the chorus. Should we listen to the chorus?
Let's.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
And I could even kind of, how about we try? That kind of works as well, So, yeah. There we go. I mean, you could do it in any styles. You could speed it up. We could do a house mix. We could do, drum and bass, dubstep, whatever. But yeah, I think we've sort of covered the elements that I wanted to talk about with this track.
And you nailed that vocal, by the way.
Yeah,
Got the little slap back echo on it as well.
Yeah.
70s.
Yeah, I tried to kind of get it as close as possible.
Nice one.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for that, Ski.
Yeah.
That was ace.
Yeah.
And hopefully you're feeling super festive now. Not yet. And now you learned loads by Paul McCartney's CSID and his music.
Yay!
Yes, and don't forget to check out our EMC courses at online.pointblanklondon.com. We'll be back in the new year with loads more tutorials
Yes.
and broadcasts. So Merry Christmas from Point Blank.
Yay! Yay! Merry Christmas!
Is that enough?